Welcome, Olympic fans, to the Grueling Truth Radio Network. I'm here today with Sara Anderson, Olympic curler. Sara, tell us about what you've been up to.
Hi there. Well, right now it's the summer session, so just hitting the gym a lot, and been lucky enough to be practicing at Cory Arena, which has ice in the summertime. But it's been keeping me pretty busy.
I can imagine. Shoot, what's it down to the final three?
Yep, there's 3 teams now in the Olympic trials on the women's side, and I'm on Team Christensen. So, yeah, that's what we're training for.
Excellent. So, does that mean it's Cory's team?
Yes, Cory. Cory Christensen is our skip, and then Jenna, Taylor, and I are also on the team.
Oh, then I feel gypped now. Shoot, she's the only one I haven't got to speak to, and the name of the team, or the team's named after her, and that's cool.
Yeah, all teams usually go by the skip's last name, but I talked to Cory today, and she said she was going to give you a call.
Cool, I know, I was just teasing. Yeah, because I thought, you are the vice skip, is that correct?
That's correct.
Excellent. And then your sister was the second, Taylor, and then Jenna is the main?
Jenna's the lead.
Lead, okay. Yeah, see, that's why I was thinking the team would have been named after her with the lead. I thought that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the curling lingo down. But that, okay, so it's the skip that's the one that rows the boat. Sounds good. So tell us a little bit about each of your teammates.
Each of my teammates? Okay. Well, Cory, she's from Duluth, but she's recently moved down to the cities. She's a kinesiology student at the University of Minnesota. My sister Taylor is also at the University of Minnesota. She lives here in Minneapolis, and she is a sports management major. And Jenna, our lead, she lives in Wisconsin, soon to be married, and she graduated from college.
Awesome. Yeah, I was going to say, I saw that good news on Facebook, so really happy for her, because when I was interviewing her, she's like, I'm postponing everything. I'm like, not the engagement, are you? And she's like, okay, not that, because she was saying everything was on hold. I'm like, whoa, you can't put everything on hold. You're going to hurt that fella's feelings.
Yeah. Definitely excited for that wedding.
Definitely, that'll be awesome. So, tell us about yourself. What do you do?
I go to school here at the University of Minnesota. I am a kinesiology student, and that definitely keeps me busy with training pretty much full-time for curling. I also work part-time at Big Sporting Goods, and then for fun, I like outdoor activities, and I enjoy art and drawing, but definitely fun time right now leading up to the trial.
So you and Cory are going to become gym teachers?
We're looking at more on the science side of things.
Oh, cool.
Yep, so I'm looking to probably be a PT, a chiropractor, but my main focus is to go to nursing masters. Mm-hmm. And I think Cory's more leaning to be a physical therapist.
Oh, neat. Okay, so definitely going a lot further with it than just the basic kinesiology.
Yeah, I definitely need some grad school in there.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I was going to say, that's what my degree is in physical education. So when you said kinesiology, I remember reading that about the two of you, that there were 2 of the 4 that were studying that. I'm like, oh, neat, they're both studying to be gym teachers. And it's like, no, they're going to do big things in the world. I'm like, well, that's cool.
Trying to, at least.
That's awesome. That's what it's all about, is just getting out there. And so when it comes to the game of curling, what got you involved?
It's a big family sport for me. My dad really led the way with teaching me how to curl when I was around 5 years old. But my grandpa, my great-grandpa, my mom, they've all curled. So definitely just in the family kind of thing.
So you all play basically the back court?
The back end?
Yeah, the back end. That.
Oh, I play the back end, but yeah, I pretty much played vice and skip in my curling career so far, but it's definitely fun to switch around and play all the positions sometimes.
Excellent. So, yeah, because depending on your position, it's when you throw the stones.
Exactly, yeah. It depends on when you throw it. Yeah, and you have a little bit different rules um, when you're not throwing too than when it's your position.
So, who do you feel is your biggest competition going into the Olympics?
Into the Olympics.
Or the tryouts, or the final three.
Well, we train and compete against these teams a lot. It's Nina Ross' team and Jamie Sinclair's team. I think we're just excited to be in the trials and looking to play our best. So it's definitely going to be a lot of good games there in Omaha. So I'm excited. I just want to focus on our team playing our game, and hopefully it'll turn out okay.
So that's a round robin tournament, and then or best out of three. What's the format on that again?
Yeah, it's a double round robin, and then the two teams that have the best record of the double round robin move on to the best of three games.
Sounds fair. That way you all have, plenty of opportunity to play your best game.
Yeah, definitely. It's a good way to do it. So you're not just doing one game and out kind of thing.
So for people who aren't big into curling, what should they know about curling? What are some of the ins and outs?
I think an important thing to know about curling is it's really a sport for everyone. It's kind of like golf. You can play it all your life, and there's so many different skill levels, and it's such a social sport that it's fun on the league level, and then it can get more fun when you're a competitive curler. There's like different aspects in that way, but it's such a good community to join, and it's fun to get out there. And the objective of the game is to get your rocks as many of your rocks in the target as you can, in a strategical way. Get rid of your opponents by sliding it down the ice there. But it's definitely a lot of fun, and I would encourage anyone to come and try it because it's such a versatile sport for everyone.
So what's your thoughts on how it has started to gain some momentum with pop culture, like The Simpsons and other shows have made references to curling?
Yeah, I think the more that it's on TV or in the Olympics, it's always getting good viewing rates on it. The more you'll see it in social media and pop culture like that. And I think just like things like The Simpsons when they're making jokes and stuff like that, I think that's great for the sport because just getting people more aware of it. And it's one of the fastest growing sports in the United States. So clubs are, I think now in 43 of the 50 states, there's curling ice. So it's really growing quickly.
So what are the things that somebody would need to play curl or to do curl? You need a stone, I guess.
Nope. All the stones will be at the arena or the club that you're going to. And for new people coming, you don't really need to bring anything besides some warm, comfortable clothes and clean sneakers because they will provide the brooms. There's some club brooms or arena brooms that they'll let you borrow while you're trying it, and then they will provide grippers and sliders for you. So you pretty much just need to bring yourself. And the club will take it from there. If you're at a Learn to Curl, they'll provide the things for you that you need.
Like you said, definitely dress warm. And do you recommend knee pads?
No, you don't need knee pads, but I suggest comfortable, stretchy pants and some clean sneakers or running shoes.
Okay.
But yeah.
So the brooms, are they actual brooms?
They are not. They're usually carbon fiber with a plastic head on it, and they'll have kind of like a cloth material that's on the sweeping surface.
Excellent. Shoot, I appreciate your time. I've learned a bunch more about curling. Actually, shoot, I almost forgot. Yeah, tell us a little bit about your coaches that you have helping you along the way, or the people that help you progress in curling.
So my coaches throughout my life, then?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So, well, my dad coached me all my life until I moved here to Minnesota. So he was definitely a big role model and coach for me. Pretty much all my success to him, because he really motivated me to practice a lot and push myself. And now that I'm a member of the national team, there's a coaching staff with past Olympians and very good athletes themselves. And so it's definitely interesting from going from a coach as my dad to such a professional staff. So it's definitely fun to be able to use those resources now on this team.
I had heard that they're going to, at some point, assign the coaches, but I guess they haven't done that yet?
No, haven't heard a word yet.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot if it was your sister or Jenna, and there was one coach in particular they were hoping to get, and I was just curious.
we're thinking our coach will probably be Phil Dropnik, which we're excited about.
Excellent. Well, that sounds great. Well, we wish you the best in the trials, and hopefully we'll be talking to you when you're in the Olympics.
Great. Thank you so much.
Welcome. My pleasure. James Ernest of the Grueling Truth Radio Network. As part of our 2018 Olympic coverage, curling star Cory Christensen is going to discuss her team today. Cory, what have you all been up to?
Hi, we've been practicing a lot. I recently just moved down to the cities, so we've been training a lot at our National Training Center up in Blaine. Spending lots of time in the gym also, trying to get a little stronger in the next couple months before the trials. Excellent.
So, of the other two teams, which are you more concerned about?
That's a tough one. I mean, they're equally strong. You know, Jamie won nationals this past year, and Nina was our representative at Worlds. So they're both really strong teams, but we've beaten both of them before. So
they're pretty much all three teams are evenly matched?
Yeah, I would say so. Yep.
I was confused by the titles because I got, how was the other two folks? They're the lead and the second. And I go, okay, so that means they're in charge. Turns out, complete opposite. With being the skip, that makes you the captain. Yep. Yeah. So what does the skip do?
I'm the skip on my team, and the skip is the one that stands down at the other end and kind of decides the strategy and holds the broom for everyone else to aim at. And then the skip also throws the last two rocks of every end. So I guess you could consider it kind of a pressure position. You know, you're throwing the last two rocks, so you can kind of make or break an end.
Oh, okay, so kind of like a cleanup hitter in baseball.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense now. Yeah, because just by the title, I was like, okay, so that's the player on the team that's not that good, so you skip them, right? And they're like, no, that's an important position. I'm like, oh, okay.
That's funny.
Yeah, that makes more sense now.
Yeah.
So is, in the sport of curling, is there an advantage to right-handed or left-handedness?
No, not really. You know, most people are right-handed. I'd say we rarely play against someone that's left-handed, so it's not really much of an advantage either way.
So there's no, different strategy for a lefty or anything like that?
Not really, no.
Okay.
Pretty much everybody we play against is right-handed, so.
I see how it is. We need to break the barrier. We need to find a left.
Yeah.
We need to get Steve Young. I know he's left-handed.
Yeah.
Steve Young, Jared Lorenzen, and I got to find two more people to be on the team. Heck, I'll be on the team. So we just need one more person, and we got our team going. Because I know.
There you go.
Yeah, and I know both of those guys aren't doing anything right now, so we're set. So let's see. How'd you get started?
What's that?
How'd you get started in curling? I know the twins, pretty much a family tradition as long as they've been alive. But how'd you get started?
Yeah. Pretty much the same with me. My parents both curl, so I started when I was about 8. And there's people, my mom used to play competitively when she was younger, so there's people that'll tell me they remember seeing me down at the curling club in my car seat watching my mom curl.
Oh, cool.
So I just kind of grew up in the curling community and just got started as soon as I could and fell in love with it.
Excellent. So that's got to be a thrill for them. Like you said, they grew up watching you all the way from a baby down to potential Olympic athlete. That's amazing.
Yeah, I've always considered my home curling club to be like a second family to me. I mean, it's just amazing the support that I have up in Duluth. So it's really nice.
That's what the young lady were saying. It's not just, going and playing a sport there. It, like you said, it's kind of a second family, and they really care about your success on and off the court. So that's nice.
Yeah.
So, what university are you currently at?
I just moved down to the city, so I'm at the University of Minnesota now. I did my first couple of years up at UMD, and then I'm going to finish off my degree down here in kinesiology.
Excellent. There's 2 of you on the team, right, that are doing kinesiology?
Yep. Sara and I are actually taking a class together this summer, so.
But yet
funny.
Nobody wants to be a gym teacher. What the heck? It's not right. Because I was giving her some grief because that's what I got my degree in is phys ed, and of course they always kept giving me junk. They're like, don't call it gym, because that's where it is. Don't call it phys ed. It's kinesiology, and I'm like, no, like the things you're doing are kinesiology. Having the kids run in a circle, that's gym. But it's all good. Yeah. So, what type of things are you planning on doing with that progression?
I'd like to go into physical therapy. So it's kind of like down the road when curling's done with, because obviously it'd be pretty hard to juggle PT school with curling. So that's kind of the main goal eventually. Yeah,
I can imagine it's got to be rough on y'all, traveling the world, and the big event coming up in November. Is that when the?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep. So we're taking a few classes this summer, and then I think we're all planning on taking the fall semester off because we end up spending so much time on the road. It's just not really worth it to go to school.
What are some of the more interesting places that you're going to be going this fall?
This year we're going to be spending a lot of time in Canada. They have a lot of really good fields up there against some really good teams. So we end up going to Canada a lot. Probably the most interesting place is we're looking at going to Vernon, British Columbia. Mm-hmm. So BC is always pretty, so we're excited to go up there. But otherwise, mostly just Ontario and like the Winnipeg area. So.
Interesting note, just giving you a heads up because I know you've probably been to Canada before. But did you know those people are crazy? And I have valid reason to back that up. They, they play that the Harry Potter game. I forget the name of the dang thing, but apparently up there in Canada, it's a real thing. Quibbage.
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
I didn't think you could actually do that, but apparently you can because I interviewed this fellow that does a basically Facebook for sports. It's Fan Optic, which sounds really cool.
Okay.
And he's like, we have 120 different sports on there, and he named some of the random ones, and he said Quibbage, and I'm like, what? No, that's the fictional thing from the movie, and he's like, no, they actually play that, and I'm like, where? And they're like, in Canada. Wow, so go figure.
Wow.
So yeah, if you get an opportunity, someone says, hey, you want to go to a Quibbage match? They're apparently not making that up. They're actually, because I would have figured that was some type of weird setup if someone said that to me, like, yeah, that's not a thing, but apparently a thing, so that's kind of cool. So,
yeah, very cool.
So if you get through the round of 3, who's your biggest competition going into the Olympics?
Definitely Canada is always a big competitor. Scotland, Switzerland, Sweden, they're all up there too. But I would say the main one would probably be Canada.
Canada, excellent. So, they, with being a colder place, I guess they have more, like you were saying, they have a lot of competition up there, so they have a lot more rinks, I guess?
Yeah, they have a lot more teams, so it's just kind of a deeper field up there. they play against a lot of really good teams. So.
Excellent. So kind of like here with like volleyball, like us in Brazil are always really good because we got a lot of that. So if more teams, the better you're gonna. Iron sharpens iron. So tell us about some of your teammates.
Well, we have the twins, the Andersons. They moved here to go to school and curl, so they're super dedicated, and they're probably the nicest people you'll ever meet. They're awesome teammates. And then we have Jenna, who lives in Milwaukee, and she ends up driving.
Evil, right? Because they're the nicest, and then she's evil. Just messing with you. No, sorry. You were saying?
So she ends up. What's that?
Oh, I said sorry, and then you were saying about Jenna. My bad.
Yeah. She lives in Milwaukee, so she ends up driving up to Blaine to meet with us and practice quite a bit. She's getting married this summer, so she's got kind of a lot on her plate right now, but it's very exciting.
Yeah, that does sound awesome. Yeah, I was going to say, shoot, that's one of those big life experiences going along with possible Olympics. Wow, so that is a lot.
Right.
And then, like you said,
really busy summer.
Yeah, and you all being in university and then having the Olympics, so that is smart that you're taking the that semester off, because to do all that would just be ridiculous.
Yeah, too much.
Mm-hmm. Switching over to pop culture. What's your thoughts on curling and how it's actually kind of growing in TV and movie?
Oh, I think it's really awesome. I mean, I think like a few years ago I would tell people that I curl and they'd be like, well, is that the sport on ice? Like, people didn't really know what it is, and now I say that I curl and people are like, oh, I watched that in the Olympics and I see that on TV. So it's really awesome for the sport. I think the Curling Night in America that's been airing on NBC Sports Network has been really huge. I know a lot of people that have just walked into a restaurant or bar and have seen it on the TV there. So it's really great for the sport. I think it's helping get people involved in the sport, and that's awesome.
Exactly. Any way you can build a sport's always a good thing. And like you said, getting those eyes on it on Monday night. I mean, it worked for the NFL, so why not try it for curling?
Right, yep.
And then, and the pop culture thing, The Simpsons, they had an episode that was curling. And then my son's obsessed with this show called Johnny Test. And the whole episode, like Johnny was trying to get a scholarship. Couldn't figure out a way to get Johnny a scholarship. But he was good at sweeping, cleaning up. And then by the end of the episode, this curler guy drove by and goes, I want to sign your son for a scholarship. Do they have college curling?
I think they do up in Canada, but I haven't heard of anything down in the States.
Okay. Yeah, because that was going to be my next question. If anyone tried to recruit you and you had to decide if you wanted to do Olympics or the college thing, that kind of... But mostly just in Canada is where the collegiate curling is? Okay.
Yep. They actually had intramural curling up at UMD, so I did play in that, but that was totally just for fun. But again, another good way to get people involved in the sport. So.
Exactly. Makes sense. So, what misconceptions about curling do the people still have?
I think a lot of people think that it looks really easy when they're watching it, and then they try it, and, if you try sweeping the length of a sheet of ice, it's a lot harder than what people expect it to be.
And then,
I think it's sorry, what's that?
I was going to say, about how heavy are the stones?
They're 42 pounds.
Oh my, so they're definitely not like any stretch. So like you said, sweeping that whole length, like you said, is going to cardiovascularly wear you out. And then the strength factor, wow. So it does sound definitely a lot more challenging, like you said, than most people would think.
Yep.
One moment. Let me get Oh, wait. My little guy. You know how that is. Well, actually, you're young, so you don't know how that is yet, but you'll find out someday. So, any people you want to thank, during your career, coaches, family members that have really impacted your curling?
Obviously, all of our coaches in the national program are phenomenal, and we're really lucky to be able to work with them. Obviously, I have to thank my teammates because they're awesome and make my job pretty easy. And like I said, the curling community in general, like I just feel so lucky to have people back home cheering for me while I'm off traveling around the world. And then my parents, they've been my number one fans forever, so.
Excellent. We wish you the best of luck in November and hope to see you in, January or February next year?
Yep, February.
Sounds great. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you.